us now from Tel Aviv, Gilad Alper, senior analyst at Excellence, as to our brokerage. Gilad, thank you very much for joining us. So obviously the humanitarian toll has been significant in this conflict, but if we focus this conversation on the economic toll, do you estimate that this is going to have an impact in the future on the economy of Israel?
Well, so far the war is having a very, I wouldn't say completely insignificant, but quite limited impact on the economy overall. Maybe 0.5% to 1% of GDP, and the industries that are being mostly hit are obviously tourism, retail, restaurants, people are obviously going out less to eat and do stuff. So we're having that impact. But assuming the conflict ends now or within the few days or even within the few weeks, the impact overall isn't going to be very significant.
What's the base case assumption amongst the investment community in Israel then, Gilad, is the assumption amongst the investment community that the fighting will end soon?
Well, we hope that it will end soon, but I mean, no one knows for sure. This conflict so far developed in ways that were, I think, kind of unexpected. We didn't think that it's going to be so long. We thought it would end, I think, weeks ago, actually. So everyone is a little bit surprised. But I mean, everyone is hoping, obviously, that it will end soon. I mean, if actually this conflict develops or escalates into a war of attrition that takes weeks and weeks and possibly months, then maybe the impact, or surely actually the impact on the economy is going to accumulate. All of the sectors that I mentioned, like tourism and retail, are going to be hit more and more, and that's going to have an increasingly negative impact on the economy. And you know, without knowing exactly when the conflict ends and how it ends, it's hard to say exactly. But
Hamas said
ends, it ends
yes.
now or fairly quickly, then no big harm done, at least from the economic side.
Yes, indeed. I mean, Hamas said that they fired rockets at Israel's gas platforms yesterday. Is that, could that be something of a game changer if that does become part of their strategy?
Yes, I'll tell you, if the gas, the natural gas platform of Israel is hit or destroyed, then that's a game changer in terms of the economy and possibly also in terms of the conflict overall. But if you look at the economy, that's going to obviously jack up the price of energy in Israel very dramatically, very quickly. It's going to have an impact not only the cost of energy, but also on the balance of payments. And then that's going to be a different story. Then all of a sudden the economic impact is going to be magnified a few times over what we have now. On
And
the
do you think
side, I can say that
the Bank of Israel,
the platform
do you
is
think the Bank of
extremely well protected. Yeah, please go on.
Sorry, Gil, just to ask one last question, do you think the